Rockabye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You no nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live with. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, my swing dependent.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Here we go, the first carry for the former Viking Peterson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. In motion right is Jones. Play action. It's Fields. And His throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Vikings at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Cousins now from the 50. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Oh, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll just get rid of it.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, Peterson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4. Jones will come now in motion right. Off play action, Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. 7-7, our score after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Slot man moves right.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields
sliding out of the pocket. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. That one goes for 24 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40.
On play action, Fields.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. In motion right is Jones. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing is Cousins. Forced out to his left. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 22, Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Now Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. There he goes left side. The 20. And they will score a pick
pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Well, Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Final play of the half, Cousins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. One.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Cousins. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Jones will come now in motion right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches, don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. In motion comes the tight end left. On play action, Cousins. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Off the play fake, Cousins. On the move to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Fields. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. In motion right is Jones. On first down, Fields. And this is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Adrian Peterson. 72 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Kari Blasingame from 3 yards out. And the Bears add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly intercept. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again. Here are the 4th. Well, I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
This one fielded at the 5. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. A 10th carry now for Peterson.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run again with Peterson.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
Up the middle, it's Peterson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. 1st down, here's a run with Peterson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Back to throw, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Touchdown, Bears!
Cole Kmet from 8 yards out. And the Bears are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll let Peterson try and run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins now.
Able to find Thielen.
And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 1st down throw for Cousins.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing, Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the